Quinn. I'm the producer and part of the design team for Play a Little. When I pitched Springateer, it initially started with a character I made in D&D a couple of years ago, and that was a character I had a lot of fun with at the time. Just made little sketches of it, these cute little frog characters, inspired by Kermit the Frog and just anything else frog related. I really liked that spaghetti look and dopey amphibian eyes. It's kind of really resonated with me for some reason. It's something I still can't really explain now. When I went to pitch that at the beginning of the year, I wasn't too sure what kind of response I would get. The idea, like the actual game part, I had the character for ages, but the game part came out about maybe 5 days before the actual presentation. So I just quickly rushed some storyboards, found all the art I did during these old D&D sessions, just compiled it all together and just splashed that up in a PowerPoint. Then I hopefulized it in too many bits. So that went surprisingly well. I thought I'd be struggling to find people from different disciplines that would want to work on this. Luckily, we had 2 programmers right off the bat wanting to join, just based on the art, the dopey art, which, cool, that really served me well. I kind of had my fingers in a bit of everything when it came to production. Most of my time, was spent actually doing a lot of admin, and that was just something I haven't really done in an official role in my career yet. Found that it's just deeply important, but not wholly satisfying compared to design work. It's a lot of, well, just like anything, keeping a ship running. It's not wholly exciting, but necessary. The best part about building Springateer was when we actually got to create the product. Building stuff, creating assets, putting it all together, seeing it all play. That was really what was most rewarding. Seeing those early tech demos, those tech tests of it's getting the jump to work was like, oh, such a warm feeling. I went to bed so happy that night, seeing it all come together. Then getting, well, we had a few hiccups with some communication that kind of set us back. If I had to tally it up over the year, we probably lost maybe about 5 weeks of what we could have done just based on some communication hiccups. That's something we've come to work around now. I feel like we got it down, maybe a bit, 5 weeks too late maybe, but it's done. Things are going well during the first semester. I feel like I did probably my best presentation as a producer. I had to represent the team. Probably did my best during the beginning of the year, and then it slowly started to degrade as I became more and more, I guess I probably underestimated what was required. Probably got a bit too confident in my ability to wing it. And that kind of, well, that was a lesson learned, wasn't it? Learn your speech, get it done. God, I wish I remember that. Probably the funniest, look, at the time it was really distressing, but probably the funniest part of it was during testing. I usually enjoy testing, seeing how people break things, and occasionally get some testers that are actually developers as well, and they go out of the way to break things. That hurts, but I guess it's necessary, and in like a child angry at their parent, I guess I have to sort of thank them for that. But yeah, mainly just seeing how the game just really, I don't know, messed up. Just seeing this frog just get torn to bits, and distressing at the time, funny now. My fondest memory is remembering it after the fact. That was probably my fondest memory.
Anything you'd change?
I would change probably the pace of the game. It's pretty slow as it is, and that's what we can expect with the way the controls are set up. I don't expect anyone to be nailing it right away and just slipping through everything. But yeah, if we could change the pace to make it more smooth and just have more chance to have, unquestionable joy. Just looking for these moments where players can just go, yeah, did it, or yeah, nailed it, got through that bit, chained those combos together. Sweet. If we could find more avenues for that, that would, that's what I would change.
Anything you've learned throughout this year?
Probably the importance of communication. You can just have a conversation with people and you kind of think that's communicating, but it's usually what happens after that conversation that really makes things happen. If you're planning to be a producer, you can have these meetings and that's all well and good, but at the end of the day, a meeting doesn't get anything done. It just tells people what to expect when you come around and give them the brief. All right, artists, I need this done by this time. Make sure you go like this. Make sure you're talking to the designers and programmers to make sure you get it right. Learn that lesson a bit too late. Be specific, be really specific. Yeah, just just follow up on everything. If you're a producer, just follow up. There is nothing you don't have to look at.
Do you see yourself modifying Springateer in the future?
Yeah, probably as a design exercise. I'd like to go back and see if I can make those pace improvements. I actually had the idea not too long ago to sort of turn it into a weird golf hybrid. I think that kind of lends itself perfectly well with the way we set up. It's got those Angry Bird controls. We can sort of just, you just launch this ragdoll frog across vast, like open areas and then just ricocheting off everything. Yeah, that could be fun. That'd be maybe worth doing over the semester break. Look forward to that. Springateer 1.1.
Any last words?
Thanks to the teaching team. Thanks Laz, Alex, Ross, Matt. Thanks to the rest of Play a Lotl. Thanks for letting me work on my baby. It's been a lot of fun. There've been some tough times, but that's just part of production.